Atlassian has recently announced that a new search screen is coming to Jira Cloud, and having it already available in our instance, we want to deliver some experience connected with this screen and explain what is the difference between this and the old one and what to look out for when using this new beautiful, I think, beautiful functionality. So all this in this video, which is part of our effort to deliver high quality learning and training materials for the Atlassian ecosystem, Jira, Confluence, all of the apps. If you want to work with professionals and you want to expand your current ecosystem, maybe apply some new customizations, configurations, maybe add new apps like project management apps, reporting apps, and whatnot. Please remember that we do offer paid services in this area. So if you want to reach out to us and talk about how we can help you, you will find an email in the description of this video. And now back to the topic at hand, which is, of course, searching for issues in Jira. So the new screen visible over here is available basically in every project. So I'm in a context of a certain project and I have a tab called issues over here, and that's exactly what I'm looking at. Now this new tab, I will not be going through all of the details available over here. I don't think this is necessary, but I will just highlight the things that I think are important and new for most of you probably. So first things first, what has been added? Well, now we have a drop down that allows us to combine multiple projects into the same view. So normally by default, because I'm in a context of a certain project, I will be looking at the data coming from this project. But if I want to add more projects to the filter over here, then I'm able to do that. So that's pretty awesome because that doesn't limit us anymore to one single project, but we can actually apply the search criteria over here to multiple projects at the same time. Now, the rest of the buttons will feel a little bit familiar for those of you that have been using advanced search, and that's exactly what they are. So if you want to choose a type of an issue, that's where you will do it. If you want to choose which status the issues are supposed to be in, this is where you can select the combination of those. If you want to change the assignee that is assigned to those issues and filter by that, that's where you will find it. And similarly to the advanced search, you also have more over here that allows you to use even more fields. And if I expand this, you will see that there are 15 of them currently, at least on my instance, and all of them are searchable by me, right? So I can choose, okay, by due date. The due date has to be, for example, between a certain set of dates. So I choose a set of dates over here and apply this criteria, and it will be added to my search over here. And you can see that the list got narrowed down, right? So clicking through this, of course, is the simplest way of applying the search and the simplest way of searching for issues. But that's not all that this screen has to offer. So first of all, you're able to also switch between list view that I'm looking at right now and the detailed view. So the thing about the detailed view is that if you switch to this one, then the list is limited to this narrow window on the left side. But then if you click on any of the issues on the left, it will get loaded over here with the full Jira issue edit screen or view screen. And most of the things, almost all of the things, are editable over here. So if you're looking to go through a list of issues and change some things, this is probably the best way to do it. Because in the list view, unfortunately, if I choose to edit the dates, for example, it's not doable. If I choose to edit the assignee, for example, well, assignee is over here, it's not doable. So that is a little bit of a problem. Fortunately, the change of the status has been added over here, and now it is available. But I have to say that, for example, tools like BigPicture, a great PPM tool, project portfolio management, they are spoiling me, and now I'm used to just being able to inline edit almost everything. And a sheer fact that Jira doesn't allow me to do this on this, well, basic really screen is driving me a little bit crazy. I don't want to be working in a detailed view. I like this one. I want to be able to edit stuff over here without leaving this screen. So hopefully Atlassian will work on that, and I'm pretty sure they will. So that's one thing, definitely, switching those views over here. Another thing, of course, that you will also recognize with from the advanced search is switch between basic and JQL. But over here, for those advanced users, that really want to use the JQL, some things were modified. So if I switch to the JQL, of course, the cool thing is that whatever I clicked in a simple view or the basic view is retained and gets kind of translated into the JQL for you. So you will see that the project is in important conference. Actually, that is no longer the case unless I misclicked over here. Oh, okay, it's still over here. So I guess it should be like this. That's what I wanted to have. And right, so the due date is more than this one, and project is now in the BP3 course data, which is completely fine. We can see that there are no issues in this because probably the due date is in our way. So let's get rid of due date. There we go. More issues have been added. And let's say that now I want to edit this beautiful JQL. So what I can do, of course, is keep editing it over here, and I will get some prompts suggesting what else I could say. But instead, what you can also do, if you have a more complicated JQL to input over here, you can expand the editor, and then you have a lot more room to wiggle. So for example, I can enable a new row over here and say, and status, for example, equals, let's say, in progress. There we go, right? And going to the next line, I can be even more advanced. And for example, I could say something like assignee. Oh, I forgot and assignee. Where are you, assignee? Assignee, let's say in, and let's do it like this, and let's say members of a certain Jira group. And in our case, they will be administrators. Hit enter and see the results. Well, something is wrong because the function members of cannot generate a list of users for groups administrators because there is a misspelling over here. So let me correct this to the proper one, and now I get the list of issues. And on this instance, I think only me and Yaro are in the administrators. So it's showing me all of the tickets belonging only to me. What would happen if I would remove in progress over here? Would it give me also at least one ticket? Yes, there we go. It will give me also a ticket belonging to Yaro, showing you that the filtering works over here. So all in all, this JQL editor for more advanced users, but I think it's quite a nice feature to have over here because it allows you to be really creative and create readable JQL queries. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Of course, on top of this, you can also save the filter or you can reset it and discard everything that has been implemented or inputted over here. Now, another thing that is worth mentioning, I have to mention it over here, is that in this view, what is very important is, of course, to have a proper list of data visible over here. We are looking at the list view, a table-like view. So, of course, you want to control which columns are visible and which ones are hidden. And you have the drop-down here allowing you to configure columns. But, as you can see, the list of fields available to me over here is limited. Now, currently, I have just 20 fields available, but there is a note that we are still building support for configuring all fields as columns, so I have to wait for more of them to be made compatible. And I'll just show you for the comparison that if you go to advanced search and you take a look at the list of fields available over here in the columns, you will see that I definitely have a lot more that I could use to visualize my data. So this is currently, I think, the biggest difference between the new issue search and the old advanced issue search. But don't be fooled. Believe when Atlassian says that the old issue search is actually going to be deleted at some point in time, hidden from the users, and the new one will replace the old one. So I think that all of us should, one way or another, start familiarizing ourselves with this one, because this is something that's going to stay here and there is no way for us to change this, I guess. Hopefully, this has been helpful and you've learned something about searching issues in Jira. If you want to learn more about advanced issue search, then we actually have two other videos, which we will link in the description of this one. So feel free to go and check them out. And I also want to add that, of course, searching is just a small part of everything that is happening in Jira, be it Jira software, Jira work management, Jira service management. So if you want any kind of help with services around those tools, also Confluence included, and the apps, if you want to, for example, work on more advanced automation in your workflows, more advanced workflows, or maybe introduce a new functionality altogether to your Jira, like advanced reporting or maybe even project management for waterfall or hybrid approaches, then feel free to contact us and we will be happy to help you out. Thank you so much for staying with me in this video, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in the next one.